Hello, Mary here. If you don't know already, I am currently training for my PCT thru-hike, which I'm starting in April of this year. Last year was fantastic because it gave me a chance to really try out all my hiking gear and also experiment with some new stuff that I'd bought as well. So what I would like to do in this video is go through my top 5 favourite items of hiking gear. Now my first favourite item of 2018 is this purchase, which is my Brooks Cascadia 12s trail runners. And I never thought I would actually be buying a pair of trail runners to go long distance hiking in. It is something I have always been of the hiking boot gang, so I've always thought that hiking boots were the way to go and they were better for your ankle support. But so many people were wearing trail runners, I wanted to give them a go myself. And I have to say, I absolutely love them. The cushioning on these, it's like walking on air when you first get them, especially if you've never hiked in trail runners before. They are so comfortable. You've also got the mesh on the front. I don't know if you can see here, they are filthy, so I do apologise. But the mesh on there allows your feet to breathe so you don't get too sweaty in them like you would with hiking boots. They're also vegan friendly, which is really important to me. I always make sure I don't buy anything with leather or suede, but sometimes hiking boots, even though they say synthetic on them, they've also got animal derived products in the glue, but the Brooks have definitely got no animal products in these. And I did email them to check as well, and they got back to me really quickly. So they are vegan friendly. These have got over 250 miles on them, and there's still no sign at all of them deteriorating, which I sometimes find that at the back of the heel here it usually gets a little bit worn, but with these I've not had any problems at all. These weigh in at 540 grams, which is about 19 ounces, and that's on a UK size 4. So much lighter than what I'm used to. My hiking boots used to be over 950 grams, so a huge weight saving on my feet, which makes your feet happy at the end of the day. Now my second favourite gear item of 2018 are my Lecky trekking poles, and these are the Corklight Speedlock ones. They've got a cork handle, which is one of the main reasons I chose these. I really prefer a cork handle than a plastic because, especially if you've got sweaty hands, it's really good to cling on to. They're made out of aluminium, so they're nice and lightweight. I think for the pair they're about 540 grams. And another feature that is amazing on these is the fact that it's got a 2-lever locking system, which you can actually tighten with either a straight thing. I usually use a penny in here, but you can tighten them to start with, but once you've done it you don't need to do it again. But you literally just unlock it, and then you can just extend them. And these, probably, I got them about 8 years ago, and I use them nearly every time I go proper hiking. I wouldn't use them just on a general walk, but I use them when I go hiking. And at first I was a little reluctant to get trekking poles, thinking that it was only for when you're a lot older or if you've got bad knees. But I can tell you without a doubt they have helped me so much when hiking, especially if you're hiking with a heavy backpack. Because I think the tendency when you're hiking with a backpack is to lean forward, which is not good for your posture. But by having trekking poles, it also keeps you upright when you're walking as well. Very good trekking poles. I'm very happy with these. They have also got a lifetime warranty on by Lecky. So that is really reassuring to know that if I ever have any problems, I can contact them. Now my third favourite gear item of 2018, which I recently purchased, was this Black Diamond Cosmo head torch. I absolutely love this head torch because I've had one before thinking it was bright, and when you compare it to this, my last one was not bright at all. This one's got 200 lumens and it has got 6 different settings on it. You can hold down this tap feature at the top and scroll through them, or you can just click it and it will go to the last memory one as well, which is a feature that I absolutely love on this because I hate it when you turn something on and you have to keep scrolling to the one that you normally use. This actually remembers the last one you used as a memory setting, and that is a fantastic thing to have because it's really annoying having to go through it all, especially if there's someone in the tent next to you and you're shining it really brightly. So if you've used a really nice gentle light, then it will remember it for you. This is 86 grams, which is 2.9 ounces, and that includes the 3 AAA batteries that you need for this to function. It's got a tiltable feature, so when you've got it on your head, you can really control the direction in which it's going, so it's really easy to use that. It's got a 65 metre maximum distance on it, and it's also waterproof down to 1.1 metres apparently. I've not tried it myself, but that's what they tell you, and that is for about 30 minutes, so hiking along in the rain, I'm sure this will be fully covered. Now, my fourth favourite gear item of 2018 is my hydro flask. Now, this one comes with the standard top and the flex top, so the standard mouth, and in mint green, of course, as you know me. This is 21 ounces, which I believe is 621 mils to be precise. That 1 mils is very important. And I cannot tell you how much I love this flask. I absolutely adore it. I got this in summer, and I was a little reluctant getting this to start with because it's not a cheap flask. I've got other flasks and they seem to do their job perfectly fine, but I absolutely, no regrets whatsoever, I absolutely love this flask. On a hot day, when you're putting freezing cold water in here, it will keep it cold the whole day. The manufacturers say it will keep it cold for 24 hours. I can't say I've ever had 620 mils of water that I haven't drunk in a space of 10 hours before on a hot summer's day, but it does keep it really cold. And what is amazing about this is that sometimes, you know, when you put in a really cold drink into your bag on a hot day and then it gets that condensation and it makes everything around it wet, that doesn't happen with this. I think it's to do with the fact that it's got a double wall system and it's also vacuum sealed, so it doesn't make anything wet. And the hot drinks, it keeps hot for 12 hours. And when I'm saying it will keep it hot for 12 hours, I don't just mean tepid by the end of the 12 hours. I tend to put hot Vimto in this. I don't know if anybody else does that. But honestly, I've nearly scalded my mouth. I've gone to take a sip of it 8 hours later and it's still absolutely boiling hot. So I actually have to put cold water in it as well to keep it cool. And seeing as I'm sat here, with it being 1 degree Celsius outside and I've got my hot Vimto on the inside, I'm gonna have a little drink. It's made out of stainless steel, it's BPA free, and I absolutely adore this. Now, my last but not least favourite item of 2018 is a buff. I have about 4 different buffs. I absolutely love them. They are so multifunctional. On a hot day, they get rid of all the sweat away from your skin and take it away into the material to let it dry off naturally. On a cold day, it can go round your neck and act as a scarf without having to faff about with holding on to it all the time. I've recently purchased this one, which is a UV high protection buff, which has got Cool Max technology, and it's got a really cool pattern on it. I think it's called Landscape, and it just happened to have a nice turquoisey blue colour on it as well. I also use these as headbands or just kind of like beanies or over my hair quite a lot, especially if my hair gets really messy. It's great for a female to be able to just cover up and throw one of these on. What I like about this is the fact that it is tubular, but it hasn't got any seams in it as well, which I think is amazing because I hate it when you get that ridge somewhere. So these don't have any seams. This one weighs in at 40 grams, so nice and lightweight. You can also use them as different things, so you can use them for different things. I believe you can use it as a pirate cap. I'm sure I read that on the Buff website, that you have a pirate cap functionality of it. But you can use them as bandanas, wristbands. I've also used these to go over my camping pillow as a pillowcase to keep it nice and clean, and also as tea towels or to wipe my hands. They are so multifunctional, they are amazing. I cannot go hiking without wearing a buff. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you get an update when I post my next video, which will actually be my top 5 favourite camping gear items of 2018. If you have any comments or questions, or would like to share what your favourite gear items are, please put them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye!